It's that time of the year. We are the last quarter of the year, and I don't know how much you have come with your new year resolutions. For me, I have failed terribly. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shetabs. If you're new here, please do not forget to subscribe for more videos, and I hope to be consistent and be providing you guys with more information about productivity and just making our lives better. So as I had mentioned, I have failed terribly with having to shoot videos, and that was part of my new year resolutions, and for sure that part I have failed. So this is the topic that I want us to discuss on why we do not achieve our new year resolutions like me. Well, I have achieved some, like reading books. You can see I have a few here. I have been able to read a few books this year, and honestly, I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. So on to our first point. When we set unrealistic goals, we for sure know that I have set this goal and I'm not going to achieve it. Definitely, we're not going to achieve something that is unrealistic. Like for me, if I chose to set a goal that I want to read 52 books a year, then for me that would be very unrealistic, and at the end of the year, I will not have achieved what I set. And that is one of the biggest issue about us setting new year resolutions. Set resolutions that you know for sure I am going to be able to achieve, and at the end of the day you're going to be happy because the small or the tiny habits that you set to achieve, you're going to have achieved them. The other thing is lack of accountability. If you set a goal and you do not really have to be accountable, not to yourself and not to anybody, then when you fail, you don't feel any pressure because nobody is asking, nobody asked. So we need to be accountable, if not to anybody but to ourselves, so that at the end of the day we find that we're trying because somebody's watching, we are trying because we're accountable of ourselves, and at the end of the year you'll be happy that you achieved a few things. The next thing is failing to plan. So there are things that maybe you need to have a plan written down, you need to have a vision written down so that you can be able to achieve them. If you fail to plan, then definitely it's going to be a fail, basically. So if we fail to plan, then we're going to fail at the end of the day. So plan accordingly. If at all you need to you have written down a goal on saving, plan to start saving. Engage people who need to help you to save. You can approach money market, you can go to circles, you can go to banks, you can do chamas. Whatever way, you need to plan for it. You can't just say I'm going to save and there is no step that you're going to take. The other thing is not tracking your goals. If you set a goal and you're not tracking it, then it means at any particular time you can procrastinate and say, I can start tomorrow. And you'll see that it's going to be a cycle, and you'll find that the year has ended. Like this year has really gone fast. You'll find that the year has ended and nothing has been achieved because there was no reviewing. You didn't sit down in the first quarter and say, okay, the first quarter is over. What really have I achieved? If there is no kind of review or tracking, then it means you're not going back to the drawing board and saying, in the first quarter, I only achieved one goal. I want to achieve 2 in the second quarter. And by the time the year is ending, I want to have achieved all my five goals. And that brings me to something else. You need to set timelines. For instance, you can say, in the first quarter, I want to achieve this. In the second, I want to achieve that, up to the fourth quarter. And that will help you not just have something, I want to read books. Okay, when do you want to read books? Or I want to start a swimming I want to start swimming lessons. When do you want to start swimming lessons? So when it's remaining open without a date or a timeline tied to it, then it means that you're just going to be there, and you'll be at the last quarter of the year like we are, and you'll be like, I haven't really achieved anything. So set timelines and deadlines so that you can be able to track. In the first quarter, I had said I'm going to start small, and I have achieved it. You take that off. You go to the next quarter, you take that off. You go to the next quarter, and you'll see, and you can be, with that, you can be able to track also whatever you set. And the other thing is self-doubt. Mostly we are doubting ourselves, and we want to really achieve something, but we are doubting. You want to go for driving school, but you're like, hey, what if I hit a car? What if the worst happens? What if I get an accident? So you want to really achieve something, but you have doubt in yourself. So we need to believe in ourselves. We need to believe that we are going to make it. Like for me, I want to believe that this channel is going to grow, and it's going to reach people, and it's going to give people knowledge on a few things, if not many. So if I don't trust in myself, if I don't trust that I'm going to start off this series and it's going to help people, then it means that I won't start it. So if at all you're out there and maybe you're trying to start off a business, you're trying to start off a YouTube channel, you're trying to start off a class, you're trying to go back to school, start it off. Do not doubt yourself, because you know deep down in yourself that you can be able to do this. Let self-doubt not be part of you. Let the fear of the unknown not be part of you. I know there are friends out there who, they want to start a channel, but they're like, what if I'm not eloquent? What if I can't make it? What if people will judge me? Do not doubt yourself. Look at the positive side of life, and things will flow. If you get the hate, it will be there, but maybe you're going to change a life or two. Yeah? Do you get my vibe? Yeah, that's the vibe. So the other thing is not ready. You're really not ready for change. You want to remain where you are, but you just written something down, but you're not ready to change. You need to embrace change. You need to start off pole. You need to embrace change as you have written it down. Because sometimes we want to write a goal like, I want to be waking up early, but I am in my old routines. I am not changing the time I'm sleeping. I'm not changing the time I'm supposed to do something. And at the end of the day, you're going to find that utakuwa pale pale. You're going to remain pale pale tu penye ulianzia, because you're not embracing the process. Basically, you cannot start off something. You cannot change something if you're not doing a different thing. So you need to do it differently. If at all it's savings, how are you saving your money? Have you engaged someone? If at all it's how social you are. If it's my kind of people who are introverts, are you trying to go out and meet new people, or are you still sitting in your space and saying, I don't like people, I don't like being around people, well, let me just stay in for this weekend? So you need to embrace, you need to start and embrace changes. You need to start new habits. You need to, because the book Atomic Habits, which is a really nice book by James Clear, says that 1% change, just that 1% change, is going to compound over time, and it's going to bring you good results. If, say for instance, you want to be going to the gym, to the gym for, you say, I'm going to the gym for 10 minutes. Definitely you're not going to stay at the gym for 10 minutes. If it's reading a book, for instance, say I'm going to be reading 10 pages every week or every day, and at the end of the day you're going to find that the books are interesting. Utajipata you finished a book just because you started. Yeah, so starting is the medicine. Kuanzia tu anza leo, start today. Like for me, I've decided today I'm shooting these videos no matter what time. So start it, guys. It's not late. We still have like how many days? We still have like 2 months, November, December. Yeah, 2.5 months to go to finish the year. If maybe you haven't started saving, you can start now. If you haven't started that swimming class, you've not started that driving class, you can start it tomorrow. Sorry, you can start it tomorrow, and yeah, achieve your new year resolutions. I personally intend to write very few of them. Do not write so many, just write two, about 5 of them. Yeah, and maybe you can break them down, maybe finances, maybe personal life, what. Yeah, just do not have so many goals so that they won't overwhelm you at the end of the day. Yeah, so guys, thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope to see you next time. We're going to talk more things about time. We're going to talk more about procrastination. We're going to talk more about growing ourselves and being better versions of ourselves. That's my biggest passion right now, just to achieve and being the better version of ourselves. I've realized that deep down, up on Danny, inside you, there is that person who you really want to be. Most of the times, we are not at the point of who we want to be. We want to grow ourselves, but at times it's very hard to bring in new habits, mostly because we are used to old habits, and change is very hard. So guys, thank you so much. I hope to see you next time. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thank you for joining, and bye. I love you.